What's up everyone, welcome to NTWANfc. In today's video we're going to talk about the new eFootball midweek update and the content that has been added. There is a new manager with a new link-up system and a pack with some players that can be used, and the players are going to be Basten and Rijkaard. But first of all, we have this new European Club Championship campaign going on here. 50 coins after 10 days, less than what we had in the previous campaign here. This one is only gonna run for a couple of weeks, but here is the new pack, and as you can see, as it was the case with the previous pack that added the link up play, it is a pack with 200 players. I don't really like these packs. I think it is too much, especially when you have only 2 epic players. And the 2 Showtime players, really, they're players that you're not all that interested in. If you're going to do this to get this new link-up system, you really want to get Basten and Rijkaard. Lautaro Martinez and Barella, not really that exciting. But we're going to have a look at these guys in a minute. First, we are going to have a look at the new pack with Fabio Capello and the link-up over the top pass A. Not B, not C, it is pass A. Let's have a look at this guy here. Here he is, Fabio Capello, 45 years old. Long ball counter 89 and long ball 89. Boosters in finishing and defensive awareness, so that is interesting because it adds a point for your strikers. It also adds a point for your defenders. He's got 89. That is the highest rating that we have right now for the managers, and he has 2 of them, long ball counter and long ball. Now we know that long ball counter, that is really the meta. Long ball, probably not that much. It's not all that interesting. I think what people would really want, or what people might be waiting for, is one that is long ball counter and quick counter, or maybe long ball counter and possession game, or perhaps even long ball counter and out wide. But long ball counter and long ball, it is a little bit redundant. So let's see here. This link-up play over the top pass A, the key man moves forward aggressively when the centerpiece has the ball in the defensive half, through passes and chip through balls by the centerpiece to the key man, and pass trapping abilities have better accuracy. So essentially, this is going to be perhaps the new meta, at least for now. You have an orchestrator as your defensive midfielder, you have a striker, and you're just gonna lob the ball through the defense. Is going to be very, very annoying, especially with the gameplay as it is in this new eFootball 2026. When you lob the defense, your forwards, they start running like crazy, and the defenders, they become so slow. So you know that this one is going to be overpowered, and people are going to do it right from the kickoff and just gonna take over your defense. This is, I think, a bad idea for the gameplay, but obviously Konami wants to make some money, and now they've created this unstoppable link-up attack. So let's have a look at the players that you can use with this new Fabio Capello manager. We have Marco van Basten, Frank Rijkaard, and if you get unlucky, you get Lautaro Martinez or Nicolo Barella. Let's have a look at Van Basten first. Here he is, 86 rated, 88 with the booster here. It is a card that is quite similar from the previous Van Basten that we got, or you could have had for free in the last promotion here. Shooting as his first booster. Let's see the skills here. He's got momentum dribbling, he's got heading, long range curler, rising shot, long range shooting, heel trick, one-time shot, phenomenal finishing, aerial superiority, fighting spirit. He has a lot of what he needs. Let's see, acrobatic finishing is something that perhaps he's missing. You could add some of a knuckle shot and dipping shot perhaps. one-touch pass could be useful for him. Heel trick could also be something that he could use, but he has very much all that he needs as a striker to be very, very efficient. A pretty decent card. I think even the previous version, he was already very good. This one, he comes with momentum dribbling and phenomenal finishing. I don't know that much about momentum dribbling because he's not the most agile player, but when it comes to phenomenal finishing, he is, of course, very good. And the next one is going to be Frank Rijkaard. So this guy is going to be the most important one because, you know, as you can see, Marco van Basten, advanced striker. Pretty much everybody's an advanced striker, but to use this link of play, you need to have an orchestrator. And not everybody's an orchestrator in this game, especially at that defensive mid. You're going to have some people are going to be anchorman, and some of them are going to be box-to-box. But Frank Rijkaard, here he is the orchestrator card, and you're going to be able to use this guy. And as you can see here, he has some very, very good stats, especially in passing here. So 89 rated with the booster. DMF Frank Rijkaard, you know, this is going to be some passing stats that are going to be, you know, in the high 80s, perhaps 90s when you develop him all the way. 33 levels that you can improve him. Regista for his first booster. Perhaps for the second one, you could go with like a passing technique, or maybe you just go with the regular, the shutdown or dueling. No matter what, I think he's going to be very good. Let's have a look at the skills here. One-touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, visionary pass, low-lofted pass, man marking, interception fortress, captaincy, fighting spirit. So he needs sliding tackle, he needs blocker. He has man-marking interception, he needs aerial superiority, he needs heading, and then he needs, let's see what else. He has all the pass, you know, through passing, weighted pass, visionary pass, low-lofted pass, you know, but for sure, you know, he needs to have these defensive ones, sliding tackle, blocker, and aerial superiority and heading. These are going to be the big four. The last one is pretty much up to you how you want to play him, but he definitely needs to have the defensive ones. So let's have a quick look now at the other ones. Lautaro Martinez, Nicolo Barella, a little bit less interesting of players here. 88 rated still for Lautaro Martinez, not all that bad. Let's see, striker instinct here. Double touch cut behind and turn, heading, long range curler, blitz curler. Oh, that's not bad for Lautaro Martinez. Long range shooting, one time shot, phenomenal finishing, captaincy, fighting spirit. Yeah, I don't know, you know, for me, it's not all that impressive. Neither him or Barella either. 86 rated orchestrator. Let's see here the skills. So control, long range shooting, one touch pass, through passing, weighted pass, outside curler, phenomenal pass, track back interception, blocker. He's going to need the definitely man marking, and perhaps a sliding tackle could also be useful for him if he's going to be a DMF. He's got one touch pass. He could probably use, you know, some, let's see, acrobatic finishing. I don't know. Overall, I would say, you know, every time I see these packs with the 200 players, and it's like, you know, if you get the Showtime players, then you're going to be very upset because they're not all that great. And I think the difference between Van Basten and Rijkaard and Martinez and Barella, they're going to be massive. You know, like there's no question that Frank Rijkaard is going to be so much better than Barella, and same thing for Van Basten and Lautaro Martinez. So for me, the value in these packs is not all that great. So in the other packs here, we have, of course, the player of the week with Slobodsai, Joe Neves, who made an absolutely incredible game for PSG, scoring 3 goals, including 2 bicycle kicks. Absolutely fantastic performance from the Portuguese. Let's see who else we have here. Arda Güler, we got Guirassy here. We have Jack Grealish here, back in the game after moving to, what is that, Everton? Yeah, Everton from Manchester City, where he stayed on the bench for a long time. But here it is, the player of the week pack. That is pretty much it in terms of players that have been added in the game. It is mostly this new coach here, Fabio Capello, that has been added with this new link up. One thing here to note in the shop here with the GPs, they added a bunch of stuff. So now you have 4 avatars that you can buy here for 80,000 GPs. And it is the return of the discount for the items, for the advanced skill token, the random boosters, and the random skill token, and the position token. So as it used to be a few months ago, now you can get them for 200,000 GPs, and you have 3 of them, and then you still have some more for 300,000 GPs. So, you know, if you've been struggling with the random boosters, it is probably a good idea here to go in the shop and buy the 3 booster tokens here, and the 4th one, it's going to cost you quite some money, almost a million here, almost a million GPs, but you know, definitely worth it because it is so difficult to get a hold of these booster tokens. So finally, now let's have a look at the events that have been added. In the AI category, you have this European club for the AI event where you can get the chance deal for the player of the week pack. But you also have this European Club Championship, 6,000 points that you need to collect to be able to get a position item, a skill item, and a 5-star nominating contract along with some GPs. And when it comes to the PvP section here, you have this new 3-minute match. So it's not exactly golden goal. It's going to be a very short match here. You can do that to try to get an extra booster token. And then the usual challenge event here, where you can get the skill tokens and 50 coins, is going to be unlimited. The theme of this event, so you're going to be able to play with whoever you want. That is a good one, especially considering that you know, in the previous challenge, the national team one, you could only use the ones that had a little flag of the country on the card. You couldn't use the ones that had a club emblem on the card. It is a bug. They're gonna correct this, and they'll give you an apology, maybe 10,000 GPs or something like that. Anyway, guys, that is it for the update of eFootball here for this midweek update and the stuff that has been added. We have to wait to see who will be added this weekend. I'm not sure, but you know, we'll see. We'll make another video in the coming days to let you know. But as far as this midweek update, that is it. Not all that interesting, I have to say. I really don't like these 200 player packs. I don't think it's good value. I think you should keep your coins and hope that we get a big player, a big legend release pretty soon. I think it's gonna happen eventually, and I don't think that this pack here with Rijkaard and Van Basten is actually the one that you should go for. Anyway, guys, you do what you want. You let me know if you do this pack, and if you like the players, then let me know in the comment section. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.
Hit me with that like, and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell. Click that little right. The algo recommends, for she don't like. The algo knows you well. Hit me with that like, subscribe to the channel. Hit me with that like, and click the effing bell.